Hey everybody, welcome back to SheSpark, where empowering conversations unfold. Join us as we dive into the journeys, wisdom, and accomplishments of successful women in their respective fields. Today's guest is Divya Yeluri, a longtime Kuchipudi dancer and founder of Nritya Madhavi School of Dance in New Jersey, whom her students fondly call as Divyanti. I myself have learned under Divyanti for 9 years, and I can proudly say she is an amazing person. But before we get into our wonderful guest, I would like to introduce a little more about Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi is a form of Indian classical dance. It started in the village of Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh, India, and it's essentially musical storytelling. It began as plays depicting Hindu stories, and when it first started, only male dancers were allowed on stage. Females were allowed to learn in private, however, weren't permitted on stage. But at the turn of the 20th century, many gurus began to feel that they should change their ways to accommodate for the new values of the time. The first guru to do this was Guru Vempati Chinna Satyam Garu. He totally revolutionized the dance form and created new choreographies meant for female dancers. He attracted women from all over India who wanted to learn from him, and he was Divyanti's teacher. Divyanti is an accomplished Kuchipudi dancer with decades of experience to her name. She is a disciple of the esteemed Vempati Chinna Satyam Garu and Kalaratna Smita A.B. Balakondala Rao. She has received numerous titles such as Nritya Sevamani and Nritya Shiromani for her dedication and mastery of the art form. She has performed in Asia, Europe, and North America and has received accolades everywhere she's been. She's also learned extremely rare temple rituals such as Simha Nandini, Mahalakshmi Udbhavam, and Mayura Katwam, where a dancer creates a drawing of a goddess, lion, or peacock rhythmically with their feet. After all this, Divyanti decided that the next step in her dance journey was to share her passion with the younger generation. She started Nritya Madhavi School of Dance in 2004, and in the 20 years that she's been teaching, Auntie students have had so many opportunities to showcase their skills, such as the 2015 South Asian Youth Symposium in the White House. Divyanti has also choreographed and performed numerous dance dramas depicting great Hindu epics such as the Ramayanam and Sri Krishna Parijatam. Her students have also performed these dance dramas in numerous temples all over the USA. Apart from her dance, Divyanti has her bachelor's in engineering from the Gandhi Institute of Technology and Management in India and her master's in computer science from the City University of New York. Let's get into her journey. Hi Divyanti, how are you today?
Good, Ma. Ankitha, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Sure.
So you are actually our first guest with such a deep and unique tie to the arts, your dance form Kuchipudi. How exactly were you introduced to that?
Okay, yeah, my pleasure. Actually, both my grandfathers were well known in the arts. My paternal grandfather was a lawyer and retired as a district judge. He was well known as a stage actor and performed lead roles in both Shakespearean plays and Telugu dramas. My maternal grandfather had a farm, but also made a living as a Haridas, enacting stories from Indian mythology. My dad was also a stage actor as a teenager, and he later pursued a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. After completing his MBA, he retired as a general manager in Hindustan Shipyard in Visakhapatnam, India. My mom was a busy gynecologist and retired as a chief medical officer in Hindustan Shipyard. With this background, I was introduced to Indian classical music and dance. At the age of 5, I gave my first Bharatanatyam performance for an entire hour. It was probably my continuous smile or the blessings from God and my family. That show was a big hit. And ever since, I've thoroughly enjoyed learning, performing, and teaching dance.
That's wonderful. That's amazing that you come from such a long line of artists.
Yeah.
So, but you're also a woman in STEM, right? What exactly did you learn in college?
Okay. On the academic side, in college, I did my bachelor's in engineering at Geetham University in Visakhapatnam. Later, I got my master's in computer science from Queen's College, City University in New York. I studied dance at three major Kuchipudi institutes. It was Kuchipudi Art Academy, Chennai, Kuchipudi Kalakshetra, Visakhapatnam, and the Potti Sri Ramalu University in Kuchipudi village. Kuchipudi Kalakshetra and Potti Sri Ramalu University were affiliated to Kuchipudi Art Academy in Chennai. So, yeah, so I have a master's in computer science, and I did learn dance for a long time. Yes.
And alongside pursuing your degree, you also traveled internationally, right, to perform your dances in other
Yeah,
countries?
yeah. Balancing dance and studies, yes, that was a big chunk.
Mhm.
It was the most difficult part of my journey, I must
I
say.
can only imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
What countries did you visit?
Uh, I will get to that. Let me just talk to you about, like, I know all of you are teenagers here trying to do the same like I did. So I would start off talking about my how it was when I was learning dance and pursuing my studies. And
Okay,
then I'll get to the countries I visited and
all right.
everything. As a teenager, I realized I loved both arts and sciences equally. I always tried my best to make the best of both worlds. It was especially difficult because a significant part of my dance journey through my 11th, 12th grades and my college years involved a lot of travel. While in India, a big part of my training was at Kuchipudi Art Academy in Chennai. This was in Tamil Nadu. My engineering college was in my hometown, Visakhapatnam. So every Friday or Saturday, I would take a train at 4 a.m. and go to Chennai. It was a 12-hour train ride. I would learn and perform in Chennai or in other venues during the weekend. Sometimes the performance venues needed a lot of travel time allocated as well. Then on Monday, I would return back and attend college again. It was again a whole day of travel and then college.
Mhm.
As if this was not enough, from my home to in Shipyard Colony to my college and the Kuchipudi Kalakshetra in Visakhapatnam. It was a very big 2.5 hour commute one way.
Mhm.
So on a daily basis, it was a good 5 hours I would lose in crowded city buses.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would leave home like at 5 a.m. and almost reach home back on weekdays at 10:30 p.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then the path to the dance school was through a forest area, and it was really extremely scary as well. The last straw that needed to be pulled was when I was in my senior year of engineering. I was selected to represent India along with my teacher's team to perform at the Festival of India in Germany.
Oh my
I had
God.
to, yeah, I had to miss a whole month of college, including first midterms.
Oh.
Yeah, my friends really helped a lot. The professors and teachers at college and my parents were extremely supportive. Some of my friends took carbon copy notes, uh, stayed up with me late nights, and uh, they helped me cope up with all the topics I missed while I was gone.
Mhm.
Thanks to everyone's help and support, I finished my Germany trip successfully and also successfully graduated from my engineering school.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your dedication to the arts is so amazing, Auntie. That's, yeah, not everyone can balance something so extreme like that.
Thank you.
You mentioned your teacher and your teacher's team. Could you tell us a little bit more about your guru?
Yeah, I learned Bharatanatyam at about like for almost 8 years, from the age of 5 to like 13 years, from a teacher, Padma, who was a student of Ramaya Pillai, one of the founders of the Vallur style of Bharatanatyam. She was a student of Korada Narasimha Rao, a Kuchipudi exponent. So she introduced me to Kuchipudi during that time. But when I was 13, the legendary Padma Bhushan Dr. Venkatachina Satyam Garu, whom we fondly call Master Garu, he was the founder of Kuchipudi Art Academy in Chennai, and he established the Kuchipudi Kalakshetra in Vishakhapatnam. He appointed Balaka, or Srimati Hebi Bala Kondal Rao, as the principal of the Kuchipudi Kalakshetra. And Sri Madhav Peddi Murthy Garu, Sri Hariram Murthy Garu, and Ramachandra Murthy Garu, they were the faculty and dance instructors. Kanti Lal Garu was the Mridangam instructor for Kuchipudi Kalakshetra, Vishakhapatnam. During summers, we attended teachers' training camps run by Master Garu and Balaka at the Potti Sri Ramalu Institute, where we received our Kuchipudi teachers' training certificates and diplomas. After establishing my own school, Nritya Madhavi, in New Jersey, Srimati Voleti Rangamani Garu, daughter of the renowned Kuchipudi guru, Sri C.R. Acharyalu, she took me under her wing and taught me another style of Kuchipudi, which involved the temple ritual dances, in which the dancer draws a symbol of the portrayed deity using her feet. But with Master Garu, nod of approval from Master Garu was like we received a gold medal. So he was a father-like figure, and like you said, advisor, guide for us in handling everything. Yeah.
So how was your journey into the workforce after college?
Okay. After moving to the USA, I did my master's in computer science from Queens College at the City University in New York. Soon after, I started working as a programmer at the Bank of New York and the Trading Systems Group. Later, commute from New York, commute from New Jersey to New York was becoming a big challenge with the family to take care of. So I took up a job as a senior programmer and senior analyst in Pine Star Technology. Gained a lot of experience, practical knowledge, professional experience while at Pine Star. 2007, once again, I took up a job as a web developer in Redken, division of L'Oreal. The last few years I've been working as a part-time freelance contractor, honing my project management skills that have been instrumental in successfully running my dance studio as a small business owner. I've provided opportunities for students and community members by organizing and participating in industry events, including many cultural and community events. So yeah, that's
So what was your experience being a woman in IT?
I must say, I was fortunate to have been in the midst of a very supportive circle of friends, co-workers, and family. Of course, it takes a lot of hard work, passion, love, devotion, and sacrifice to achieve success in any area. My biggest challenges were always about balancing work, my love for dance, and taking care of my family. It was like having 2 feet and 3 boats. The 3 boats were like meeting deadlines at work, performing and teaching Indian classical dance in its purest form, along with running my dance school, and then taking care of my own very young children and aging parents and family who lived in India. It was no easy job.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
Yeah. I must say that my family, especially my husband and children, took the brunt of this balancing act. And I'm extremely thankful for having such an understanding husband and family. Uh, there were days when my son would have to live on Gatorade, and my daughter had to dance with me in a performance having a fever of 102 degrees as a
Oh.
6-year-old.
Mhm.
I'm extremely grateful that my husband put up with all this without complaining too much.
Mhm.
And then benefits of being a woman in IT. I think it was that people understood the challenges that came with being a woman. In Redkin, they understood when I said I cannot go on a paid vacation to Hawaii, that the team was being taken on because I had to go to another event to perform in California. Also, everyone were willing to let me work a few extra days from home, especially when my kids were sick or I had to travel to India. So, yeah, there are challenges and benefits, but I think as long as we can communicate our needs and requirements clearly, people are always willing to listen, help, and support us.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
And as for your dance school, Nritya Madhavi, was it always your intention to start a dance school?
Uh, Actually, I don't know. I really love dance, but I think Master Garu wanted me to start teaching this one student, Anitra Das, a Bengali student, when I initially came to the USA after being married, after getting married. Slowly, by word of mouth and seeing my passion and devotion to the art form, a few more students enrolled, and I had to take it up more seriously.
Mhm.
By 2007, I had about 30 students. There were a few students who came from New York, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania to learn. My mother passed away in 2011, and it was her wish that I own a place of my own where I can imbibe the cultural values in the younger generations.
Mhm.
Um, So I think in 2012, my husband and I bought a place for Nritya Madhavi, and that's how we started Nritya Madhavi. Like my mother-in-law, who was a headmistress of high school in India, was with us then, and she uh, thought we can serve the community better by making Nritya Madhavi a child enrichment center where we can have students learn music, dance, yoga, computers, art,
Mhm.
render tutoring services, and the like. And yeah, before I knew it, it was like we started Nritya Madhavi, and I now have a big school. Yeah,
Yeah, what you're doing is super important, passing on the culture, especially in a whole new country. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
So you were a woman in IT and then you were a woman in business.
Mm.
How exactly did that go for you?
Yeah, I think for me, the love and passion I had for the dance form made my business a very successful business.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you love what you do, it really shows in your work and your work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes the key to succeed in any environment. It has been proven when women do better, economies do better, obviously. So women are natural caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
Skills and qualities like task management, communication, patience, and empathy are vital to succeed in a work environment. And women tend to excel in encouraging others to talk through problems,
Mm-hmm.
stay organized, and remain patient and be understanding. So, yeah, it is important for more women to start businesses, and they can bring a lot to the work.
Definitely, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
What were some of the achievements or challenges that you saw in your entrepreneurial and dance career?
Yeah, balancing both was a real big challenge,
Mhm.
especially during COVID. Accomplishments, I have a lot of performances to my
Mhm.
credit. I was well known as a very good Kuchipudi artist in India and had the privilege of performing internationally
Mhm.
in many countries, including Germany, United States, Canada, and Brazil. Me and many of my students have been able to enter the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest Kuchipudi dance participation. In 2015 May, we were able to perform at the White House in lieu of Asian American heritage.
Mhm.
I have numerous performances and quite a few titles like Natya Visharada, Nitya Sikhamani, Nitya Shiromani,
Mhm.
Nitya Bharati, and the like to my credit. But saying that, I think I would consider my biggest accomplishment is being able to spark joy in many young students
Mhm.
by teaching them this divine art form.
Mhm.
And when they perform, they are able to spread the joy that they feel within to the audience. And that's a big accomplishment, I think.
Yes. Yes, you're a very dedicated woman, and it's very reflected in all of your achievements. So you've been dancing for a very long time. What has dance taught you that you can apply to other fields in your life?
Learning, practicing, and teaching dance has given me the physical, mental, and spiritual strength to face any challenge that comes my way and develop abilities to succeed in any situation using my creativity. Dance allows me to be physically fit, concentrate, focus, and connect with my inner self. In fact, I always tell people it is the yoga I practice for my physical health, the meditation I perform for my mental health. I can say it's the means with which I connect with the divine and move forward in my spiritual path.
That's very inspiring. And why exactly is it important to pass art forms like this on to future generations?
In the present day and age, most of us have a job that we work for and a family to take care of. But we classical music and dance teachers have a third additional responsibility of passing on our passion, love, and devotion to these divine art forms to the younger generations. Because technique and steps can be taught, but passion and devotion need to be kindled.
Mhm.
I would like to really foster an environment where creativity, critical thinking, and personal growth can thrive. By passing on this art form to future generations, I hope they can inspire and be inspired by the art of movement. The mission of Nritya Madhavi is to empower students by imparting knowledge in a comprehensive way through the medium of Kuchipudi dance, creating discipline, focus, and artistic enlightenment, thus facilitating success in all aspects of life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I really wish.
That's a lovely message. As someone who has witnessed your teaching, I can completely attest to everything you said.
Thank you, Ankita. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for taking time out of your day and giving us an amazing discussion.
Thank you, Ma. That's really nice that you're doing this with SheSpark.
Mhm.
Good luck and best wishes always.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.